I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me.
At the now infamous Oval Office meeting between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, President Donald Trump, and Vice President J.D. Vance, Trump and Vance laid into Zelensky after he said that Russian President Vladimir Putin breaks deals. Now it seems like President Trump might be getting a taste of that.
Yesterday, he announced that after a 2-hour call with Putin, he'd agreed to not target energy and infrastructure resources in his war on Ukraine.
Today, a hospital and a power system that supports a railroad in Ukraine are ruined because of a Russian attack. NBC's Richard Engel has more from Ukraine.
Here in Ukraine, President Trump's latest initiative to secure a ceasefire never got off the ground. It never took hold, not even for half an hour. This is despite a telephone call nearly 2 hours long between President Trump and President Putin, in which, according to readouts from the Kremlin and the White House, President Putin agreed to stop for 30 days attacks on Ukraine's energy sector and infrastructure. And according to Ukrainian officials, shortly after that conversation, Russian drone attacks were continuing once again, hitting a Ukrainian hospital, hitting power sources for the railroad industry here, according to the company. And President Zelensky said that Vladimir Putin's words don't match reality. It doesn't mean, however, that this process is over. Both sides say they are committed to it. They continue to thank President Trump for this diplomatic initiative, and discussions are supposed to resume in Saudi Arabia this Sunday, and President Zelensky today will have an opportunity to speak with President Trump. So the latest ceasefire, which Ukraine has already said it agrees to, and by the way, there were also Ukrainian attacks inside Russia overnight, so both sides were shooting at each other. But they both say they are committed to a process, but a process which so far has failed to take hold. Richard Engel, NBC News, Kharkiv, Ukraine.
And an update to that, President Trump said he had a very good call with President Zelensky today. Zelensky called their talk positive and productive and says he remains committed to ceasefire talks.